it's Adele and April from Just Say Scrap, and we are here with Technique Tuesday. Very sorry that this is coming out a week later than it should have, but it's been a rough week for us here, but we are doing somewhat better. So we hope that you enjoy this technique, and we'll see you next Tuesday.
We have the Secret Garden paper here, and I saw this technique and I thought it was really cool. So we wanted to kind of show it to you as well. So I'm going to take one of each of these papers, maybe not one of each. Let's see what I want to do. I want to take one of these. So that has blue and purple. I'm going to take this one, which I got the pink and the yellow. And, let's see. Do I want to take one of these? Yeah, why not? I'll take the yellow and the pink one. We'll do that. All right, so I've got 3 different pieces of paper here. And I like how those look. I think that's perfect. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to layer them all on top of each other. I'm going to take my cutter here, and I'm going to cut 1/2-inch strips. So not too many, but a few. So let's get this together and do 1/2-inch strips. I can cut all 3 of these together just because this cutter is really good, so it actually makes it easier than having to cut each individual paper. I am cutting it with the zip strips, so I cut the zip strips off because they are 1/2 inch, so I'm actually going to use that in our technique. So let's just cut a few more. Let's cut 1 more strip here. All right, perfect. So I've got all those. These can go to the side. And then I'm going to grab in, ooh, I realized let's put this on. And then I'm going to grab a piece of our Willow White, which is the old Close to My Heart White Daisy. And I am going to glue these strips down about 1/4 inch away from each other. So we're going to keep changing which side is what, change our color pattern, but we're going to glue these all down to this paper. All right, so I cut 2 extra strips, but that's okay. So now we have our white daisy here that has all of our 1/2-inch strips. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back my cutter and I'm going to cut this into 1/2-inch strips. So while I'm cutting this, I will say some notes. Importance of this is you have to make sure that you glue the edges down firmly. So I'm just going to cut 1/2 of that basically because that looks really pretty. So if you saw on my first sheet here, a few of them did fall off because I didn't get the glue all the way to the edge of the paper. So I'm just gonna glue those 2 pieces back on. So that is very important because we are cutting this in half or in quarters or whatever these are, 1/2-inch strips. Thank you. Thank you to myself. Yes, thank you. You want to make sure that those are all glued down. That's why I was going across the entire strip when I was doing this. So now I'm going to pull in a card base. So I wanted to work with a 5x7 card for this because I really like these designs. So I thought that that would look really pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take these strips and we're going to glue them to the card base. Starting 1/4 inch down. And I'm going to do the same thing that I did up top, but I'm going to be moving them over a little bit each time. So still at 1/4 inch, but I'm going to move my design over a little bit. So I'm shifting it each time I put one down. All right, so I'm going to leave it at that so I can have a sentiment on the bottom here. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to take our scissor and cut these off, and these can be used on another card. Some of them I did over glue a little bit, so those I would just make sure that they don't stick to something else, or I could just rub and remove that glue off. So it was these three that got a little bit too much glue on them. Or you could just glue on the card base, which I started to do towards the end. But look how pretty that is. It makes a really awesome pattern and a really beautiful card base for you. If you wanted to, you could also go on a diagonal, doing the same thing, kind of just shifting your pattern to make sure that they're all different. You can have a lot of fun with this, but that is basically our technique. And we will show you on Throw It Together Thursday how we incorporate this maybe into a layout or something like that. All right, thanks for watching.
And that's Technique Tuesday. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, please let us know in the comments below. But yeah, it's a really cool technique. You can use this on so many different things. We're excited to use it for Throw It Together Thursday, so we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Bye. This just in, our April registration is now officially open.
Woohoo!
So we are going back to the Hyatt Regency in Hauppauge. Hope to see you there. Bye.